happen to your kidneys when you eat soaked nuts and seeds? Every day, ever wondered if the way you prepare nuts and seeds could change kidney health? Soaking them does more than soften texture. It transforms how minerals, anti-nutrients, and oxalates interact with your kidneys. Some effects are healing, others carry risks if ignored. You will discover 5 that matter most. Watch closely for number 5. It could save you pain later. First, let's talk about improved absorption of essential minerals. Your kidneys rely on minerals every single day to perform the complex job of filtering blood, balancing fluids, and keeping muscles in the urinary system contracting properly. Minerals like magnesium, calcium, and zinc are central to these processes because they stabilize electrical charges in cells and control the way fluid moves in and out of kidney tissue. When your diet does not provide these minerals in a form your body can absorb easily, the kidneys must work harder to maintain balance, which over time can strain their delicate structures. Soaking nuts and seeds changes this picture in a remarkable way. These foods naturally contain phytic acid, which acts like a storage form of phosphorus for the plant but binds to minerals in your digestive tract, making them unavailable for absorption. By soaking almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, or sunflower seeds, the phytic acid content drops significantly, which frees up magnesium, calcium, and zinc so your body can actually use them. The kidneys then receive a steady and balanced supply of these minerals without having to deal with unnecessary waste or shortages. Researchers at Harvard School of Public Health have shown that higher magnesium intake can lower the risk of chronic kidney disease progression, which means that something as simple as soaking nuts could make a meaningful difference for long-term kidney function. For most people, a serving of about 1 ounce daily, roughly a small handful, is both safe and effective. It gives your body the minerals it needs without overwhelming the kidneys. Next is about reducing hidden stressors on kidneys you may not realize. Let's talk about reduced strain from anti-nutrients. Before we move on, I'd love to know where you're watching from and if you've ever dealt with kidney concerns like stones or mineral imbalance. If you're working to protect your kidneys naturally, make sure to subscribe to Kidnease and turn on the notification bell. And if this content helps you, type 1 in the comments or 0 if it doesn't. While minerals are essential, there are other compounds in nuts and seeds that can create problems for kidney health if left unchecked. These compounds are often called anti-nutrients, and the most important for the kidneys are oxalates and tannins. Oxalates can combine with calcium in the urine to form crystals, which over time can grow into kidney stones. Tannins interfere with the way proteins and minerals are absorbed, placing extra load on the kidneys to filter what the body cannot use. When these compounds are consumed in large amounts, they add unnecessary stress to the kidney's filtration units, called glomeruli. Soaking nuts and seeds reduces these anti-nutrients significantly. For example, sesame seeds that have been soaked for several hours contain far less oxalate compared to dry seeds. This makes the nutrients easier to digest and lowers the risk of crystals forming in the urinary system. A smoother digestion process also means that the kidneys do not face the challenge of filtering large amounts of waste from poorly absorbed food. Instead, they can focus on their natural job of keeping blood clean and balanced. Health experts at Cleveland Clinic emphasize that oxalates are one of the strongest dietary triggers for kidney stone formation. For someone who already has a tendency to form stones, even small amounts of oxalate can build up quickly. This is why soaking nuts is so valuable. A simple step like leaving almonds or peanuts in water for 6 to 8 hours or seeds for about 4 hours can lower this burden significantly. If you're finding this helpful so far, please take a second to like this video. It may seem small, but it tells YouTube this message matters and helps Kidnease reach more people who need kidney health support. If you believe others deserve this knowledge too, tap that thumbs up now. Beyond reducing stress, soaked nuts actually deliver protective compounds. Let's talk about potential anti-inflammatory and antioxidant benefits. When nuts and seeds are soaked, natural compounds like polyphenols and vitamin E become easier for the body to use. These compounds have a direct impact on kidney health because they help reduce oxidative stress, which is the damage caused when unstable molecules build up in tissues. The kidneys are especially sensitive to oxidative stress since they are filtering blood all day long, and that constant exposure can trigger inflammation in delicate tissues. Soaked walnuts and flax seeds are particularly valuable because they also contain alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid that helps maintain healthy blood flow through the tiny vessels inside the kidneys. Better circulation means the kidneys can filter blood more efficiently with less strain on their small structures. Research from Johns Hopkins University shows that people with higher antioxidant intake often experience slower kidney damage progression, especially if they are in high-risk groups. This makes the regular use of soaked nuts and seeds a simple but powerful habit. Do you believe natural foods like nuts can really protect the kidneys long-term? Comment your opinion below, because real experiences can help others decide if this change is worth it. But it is not all benefit. The kidney must manage mineral balance carefully. Let's look into careful management of potassium and phosphorus intake. Nuts and seeds that are soaked may improve mineral absorption, but they still carry a naturally high amount of potassium and phosphorus. Almonds contain around 200 milligrams of potassium in a single ounce, while pistachios provide close to 290 milligrams, and that amount can add up quickly. They also contain significant phosphorus, with almonds providing about 136 milligrams per ounce. For someone with healthy kidneys, these minerals support essential functions like fluid balance, blood pressure regulation, and acid-base control. The problem begins when kidney function is reduced, because excess potassium in the blood can lead to hyperkalemia, a dangerous condition that affects the heart. Extra phosphorus can cause hyperphosphatemia, which weakens bones and adds more strain to the kidneys. Moderation is key, and a small handful each day is usually safe, but eating multiple cups can overload the system. The National Kidney Foundation advises patients on dialysis to monitor these minerals closely, which shows just how critical balance really is. Have you ever noticed that portion sizes often get ignored when people snack on nuts? That small detail can decide whether the habit supports health or adds new risks. Finally, let's turn our attention to the most controversial point: the risk of kidney stone formation. One of the most concerning issues with nuts and seeds is the presence of oxalates, and certain varieties like almonds, cashews, and peanuts contain a high amount even when they are soaked. Oxalates are natural plant compounds, but when they are consumed in large amounts, they can combine with calcium in the urine and form crystals. These crystals may grow into stones that block the urinary tract, a painful condition that is often linked to dietary habits. The Mayo Clinic identifies nut overconsumption as a common dietary factor among patients who develop kidney stones. This does not mean that people should completely stop eating nuts, but it does mean they should pay close attention to how much and which types they consume. Rotating nut and seed choices is one simple way to reduce this risk. Seeds such as chia, flax, and pumpkin contain much lower levels of oxalates compared to almonds or cashews, so including them more often helps balance the diet. Drinking enough water throughout the day also plays a major role, because hydration dilutes the urine and reduces the concentration of oxalates that might otherwise settle and harden. A consistent daily water intake makes it harder for stones to form, even in those who are genetically more prone. Some people might wonder, if nuts are healthy, why would nature put something harmful in them? The truth is that oxalates serve as natural protection for the plant, but the human kidney has to handle the consequences. Do you think most people pay attention to this connection when they grab handfuls of nuts as a snack? Or do they assume healthy always means harmless? Share your perspective because many people might learn from your point of view. We have covered the 5 main changes, but there is one extra lifestyle step that can protect the kidneys even more. Let's proceed to gentle yoga twists for kidney circulation. Gentle twisting movements in yoga can have a powerful effect on kidney circulation and overall filtration. When you practice poses such as the supine spinal twist or the seated half twist, the abdomen is gently compressed and then released, which stimulates blood flow to the kidneys and helps lymphatic drainage. This process supports the kidneys in moving waste more efficiently and can reduce feelings of heaviness or swelling that some people experience by evening. Research from the University of California, San Diego shows that consistent light physical activity improves circulation and organ function in older adults, making these movements especially valuable for kidney health. These poses can be performed safely by most people and require only 5 to 10 minutes in the evening. They also reduce stress hormone levels, which is important because high stress has been linked to poorer kidney function. Now, let's tie everything together with a short recap of the key points you have learned today. Soaked nuts and seeds improve mineral absorption, making it easier for kidneys to manage electrolytes. They reduce anti-nutrient strain, which means less oxalate buildup during filtration. They provide anti-inflammatory benefits, with antioxidants protecting delicate kidney tissues from oxidative stress. Moderation is important for potassium and phosphorus, since too much can cause dangerous imbalances. High oxalate nuts can increase the risk of kidney stones, so rotating varieties and staying hydrated is vital. Finally, gentle yoga twists add circulation benefits and extra protection for kidney health. If this video was helpful, please don't leave without subscribing to Kidnease. And if you feel I truly understood your struggle and offered a solution that matters, type the word relief in the comments.